Alright, here's our little walk through the syllabus. This course is PHS 101A, Physical Science I. The course is being offered online, lecture and lab, and it is a 4-credit scientific reasoning lab course. My name is Dr. Ron McTaylor. My office is Meyer Hall 404. I'm not going to be around a whole lot sitting in my office this summer, so if there's a time that you want to meet with me, email me and we can make an appointment. Otherwise, email is a really effective way to communicate with me. My email is rmctaylor@salemstate.edu. There's also a messaging system set up in Canvas, so you can send me email messages there, and I get daily notifications when messages come in there, so I may not respond immediately to that email. I get a little more frequently. The text for this course is OpenStax College Physics. It's a book that you can purchase at the bookstore and own a paper-bound hard copy if that's something that is helpful to you in your learning. Otherwise, you're able to look at it for free online. Just to kind of show you what that looks like, the OpenStax page, it says get this book. You go ahead and click on get this book, and it says do you want to print, PDF, or web view. So I generally download the PDF to my hard drive so that I have it, but if you don't want to take up your hard drive space with that, you go to web view. Then it asks you to donate money. I never have. See down here in the fine print, continue without donating. Donate if you feel led. It's a really good service they're doing. Textbooks cost an awful lot of money, and you're able to access this one for free online. So, table of contents. So the chapters that we're going to be covering are just a few of these over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6, 7, and 8. So you can look at those chapters, sections of the chapters, read through the material, and it's a really convenient way to be able to access the textbook. Now, for us, this course is being housed on Canvas. Canvas is the Salem State Learning Management System. You log on with the same ID and password that you do for everything else that you do at Salem State. How you registered for this class is the same login ID and password. So the lab kit you do have to purchase from the bookstore, and I think they have some actual boxes of it in the bookstore. Otherwise, you have to get the kit code and send that to the company, eScience Labs, and they will mail you your version. So don't delay on that. You want to get your lab kit as soon as possible so that you can be doing these labs. You have to do lab. You have to pass lab in order to pass the course. That's one of the requirements of lab courses at Salem State, and you have to purchase the lab kit in order to do the labs. It's a web-enhanced course. It's a web-based course. It's a fully online class. So everything that we're doing on class will be on our Canvas page, just like this video is posted there. The course description, it's going to provide you with an overview of the topics of Newtonian mechanics. We'll define terminology to understand motion, including problem-solving techniques and hands-on lab experiences. And then we'll move on to do forces and Newton's laws, and then some applications of Newton's laws as seen in conservation of momentum and the work-energy theorem. It sounds maybe a little unfamiliar, maybe a little bit intimidating. It really isn't. This is the way the world works, is Newtonian mechanics. Forces cause things to move. So when you get in your car and you put it in drive and you step on the accelerator, you're harnessing a force that will cause your car to accelerate and move forward. So we'll talk about those things. We'll try to understand them maybe in a way that you haven't before. We will use math. There will be algebra. There may be some little bits of trigonometry that will sound terrifying to you at first, and then once you are able to understand and use those techniques, you'll be like, man, why was that so scary? This stuff is really fine. So we have some goals for the course, to understand the principles of physics and blah, blah, blah. Then objectives. What I've done under objectives is I've really just gone to the textbook and cut and pasted the learning objectives for each of the chapters that we're covering. So you can take a look at those and just have a sense of what we're trying to highlight as we go through each of the chapters. Most of your assessment, your learning in this course, will involve solving problems. That's what science is about, is developing enough understanding in order to look at a physical situation and make some sort of prediction, understanding, inference based on that. And so what we'll do is say, hey, if a car starts from rest, a car is stopped, and then the person steps on the accelerator so that they accelerate at a constant 2 meters per second squared, what is their velocity after they've traveled 100 meters? We're able to assign some equations and figure out what's going on there, and so you'll develop those skills. So the course, 50% of the class grades will be quizzes. It's not really quizzes, they're each individual homework problem, and there's videos that guide you on how to solve those problems. So 50% is the homework, and then 50% is the lab grade. The homework, if you get a problem wrong, then that's a 0. But you can repeat that problem and it will keep your average score. So if you repeat the problem and you get it right the second time, you have a 50%. You have up to 4 attempts. So if you get it wrong once and then you practice that problem 3 more times, your grade keeps coming up. So you'll have a lot of partial credit on those homework problems. So if you think you fully understand a problem, go for it. If you're a little bit confused about what it's asking for, watch the video related to that problem, then give it a shot. If you still don't understand what's going on, you got it wrong, try to figure out what's going on, try to get it right. If you don't, then maybe shoot me an email and say, man, I'm really confused about number 2 here. I thought I understood it. I keep getting it wrong. I don't want to lose all the points here. Can you help me figure this out? I will have due dates assigned to things. With an online course especially, it's really easy to just, forget about doing your work and you're having fun this summer, or you're working a lot this summer and you're not making progress in the course. So the due dates are there to help you keep on top of the material. You don't want to get into the last week of the course and have 3 weeks worth of material to catch up on so that you don't get an incomplete in the class. So the due dates are there to help you. I'm not expecting 20, 25 hours of course material work per week. There'll be a few lectures that will be reasonably brief, maybe in like 20-minute blocks to walk you through the concepts of the material. The homework problems, there's a handful of homework problems per chapter. Some of them are a little more extensive, some of them aren't too bad, but you'll go through those homework problems and answer them. And then after that, after you do the homework, then the labs. And the labs won't be a ton of time, but they will involve you taking some time and working through the material. So we'll go through that. So it looks here like I haven't updated the due dates on my syllabus yet, so I'll have to get going on that. But I will get the due dates all set up for you. I wanted to quickly show you an example of a lab assignment. I don't know if this is going on too long. Oh well, I'm going to keep going. A lab assignment, so one of your labs will be measurement and uncertainty. You'll open up the module, look at the introduction, it has learning objectives. It will then go through some of the material that you should understand in order to do this lab. And then at the bottom here, it has click here to download and complete the pre-lab assignment. So you click there, and it's going to download the pre-lab assignment for you. So here it is. It's shown up as a Word document on my computer. So I'm going to open up that Word document, and eventually it will open. I'm waiting for it. So the Word document will open. You will then fill in your data, your information, your answers onto this Word document. So I'm going to enable editing, and I will answer my questions. So I'm going to use this figure 3 to measure the diameter of the quarter. So it gives me a picture, it shows me the caliper. I can magnify it if I need to in order to read this correctly. And then it'll ask me, why is uncertainty important? And then I'll answer blah, blah, blah. You should have a better answer than that. You should also answer in complete sentences. 56.9. I'm just making up numbers to show you here. So now I'm going to save this file, save as, and this is my measurement and uncertainty document. So I'll just save it wherever I save things. Summer 2015, PHS 101 online. So I'll save it. I know it's my pre-lab. So then I go back to the class page, I go to the next thing. So here's where I had these instructions, and I downloaded my pre-lab assignment. My next thing is to upload my pre-lab assignment. So here's my description of how I'm going to be grading this based on correct and complete answers and full sentences as appropriate. And then, on down, that's how it'll be graded. And so upload your assignment here, submit assignment. Here on the right, I click on submit assignment. I'm going to leave student view and try this again, just because it was being a pain. When you click on submit assignment, you should be able to submit that assignment. Alright, let me try one last thing. Aha! So I'll choose file, submit assignment, choose file. I'll go back to where I was, where I saved that file. So I'd recommend setting up a file on your computer with just this work. Summer 2015. Here's the pre-lab assignment that I did. I'm going to submit the assignment, and then it will be uploaded, and I'll be able to grade that you turned it in. It should assure you that you turned it in. So that's how you do that. When you want to do homework quizzes, let me leave student view again, and I'll go to another course where I have some homework problems set up. When you want to do the homework, so this is a Physics 1 class that I taught this summer, the homework questions will be listed just there for you. So you'll click on Chapter 2, Conceptual Question Number 1, and I'll take the quiz, and it's not really a quiz, it's just a homework problem, and it will ask me what's going on with the distinctions between distance and displacement. I'll pick an answer and I'll submit it, and it turns out that I picked the wrong answer. So then I'll take the quiz again, and this time I'll read more clearly and I'll submit a different answer, and this time I happen to get it right. So now I have half credit because I got it wrong once. I got it right the second time, so now I have half credit. And I can, now that I know the answer, I guess especially with multiple choice, pretty easy to now get the right answer the next 2 times so that I have the maximum partial credit I can get. I gave them 5 attempts. I think I'm giving you 4 attempts just because 5 was a little excessive. But that's how you'll get your partial credit, so that you can earn partial credit even if you get it wrong the first time. All right, so 101A, back. Not a whole lot to do with Disability Office. There's no exams that you can get time and a half on or anything. You have unlimited time on the homework. You have all the time you need on the labs, so I'm not too worried about any accommodations to provide because I think you can manage those yourself, and I'll work on getting the due dates and everything up and going. So, welcome to the long-winded tour through the syllabus.